In my last 4 videos, I hid secret clues throughout about my new secret project releasing Monday, May 2nd. I've seen some of you in the comments that you're catching on to them. There's no way that you caught all of them. If you caught on to them, you would have known a month early exactly what the project was, its name, and everything that I've been working on behind the scenes. In this video, I'm going to go one by one and reveal each clue to you, and in so doing, reveal exactly what my project is. Tally up how many of these clues you caught on to and comment down below the number. I would bet money that you didn't catch them all. Alright, the first episode of March, something big I'm really nervous to tell you, and I'm still really nervous to tell you. First off, in this video, let's just say that this was the best Helix sponsorship I have ever done. Helix has been a huge part of mine and Sarah's life for over 2 years now. Not only in helping me sleep, I struggled with a bout of insomnia for a while, but also in sponsoring my channel and allowing me to work on things like my upcoming project I'm so excited about. And I could not be more thankful to them for that. How many years of your life do you think on average you will spend sleeping? 26, a terrifying number, but it's true. So why not invest in a top quality mattress like Helix? Helix makes premium mattresses customized to fit your needs, conveniently shipped to your door. With a lot of options for mattresses on their site, Helix made this clever sleep quiz which matches you to the perfect one based on your body type and sleep preferences. They actually recently updated the sleep quiz, which I'm really excited about because it means I get to take it again, just for fun. Sarah and I could not agree on a mattress, so we took their sleep quiz together as a couple, and it was very revealing. I'm a stomach sleeper and Sarah is a side sleeper. We both like different firmnesses of mattresses slightly, but after taking the sleep quiz together, we were matched with the Helix Sunset Luxe mattress, and it is the perfect thing for both of us. I really don't know how it works and how they did it, but it worked and they did it. The best part is that Helix delivers the mattress right to your door, and if you're in the US, it's free shipping. It just comes rolled up in a box and is super easy to set up yourself. If it makes you nervous to buy something that you haven't tried, Helix has a 100-night sleep trial, so you can sleep soundly. Don't be scared you're gonna lose your money. Plus, Helix Mattresses has a 10-year warranty, and they even offer financing options and flexible payment plans, so the perfect night's sleep is literally available for everyone. I love my Helix, and I really think that you will too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out Helix. You can click the link down in the description or go to helixsleep.com/JordanTaylor for up to $200 off your mattress and 2 free dream pillows. That's helixsleep.com/JordanTaylor. Now, let's get back to the clues. Okay, so starting at 4 seconds, what are the words that stand out to you in this image? There are some people who commented on the waveform and what that can mean, but I didn't see anybody comment on the words that were highlighted specifically. Also, in this section, I said these 2 words very, very often. I was kind of doing that on purpose. If music, then what would the... If you can solve this, then you... If you stick around till the end, then maybe... At a minute 24, there's video of a brain, which happens to be a huge part of my project and the logo. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. I really gave a lot of clues in this one. Some of you got this next one, and I was really impressed. I didn't think anybody was gonna actually stop and read this because it looked kind of boring. But at 2:25, if you stop the frame, the cursor kind of was supposed to be a clue and signify where you're supposed to start reading. The commented code says the following if-then statement is to podcast. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, when I'm unashamedly bragging about my typing speed, I type the word podcast when it doesn't match anything that I'm supposed to be writing on the screen. That one was really hard to see because it was only like a few frames. At 6 minutes 30 seconds, there is a microphone that was in the shot. I don't know if anybody was gonna know what that was. At 7 minutes 47 seconds, I emphasized the word anchored. Anchored. That's because the platform Anchor was my first steps into the idea of podcasting years and years and years ago. If you don't follow me on Anchor, go favorite my station on Anchor. Anchor is an app solely based around audio. Reading you my disturbing notes from 2015. I only had 1 clue in this episode, and it was at 5 seconds. Nobody commented on this one, like, at all, which I was surprised by, because I thought at least somebody out there would pause to look at the notes under the business folder. There's another folder that says podcast. but it's written backwards. That was pretty subtle. Actually, what happened was I took a screenshot of my notes and realized, oh, it says podcast. Is that gonna give it away? I'll just write it backwards. My chickens are destroying my home's foundation. In the description of that video, I randomly put a emoji of an ear when I said I was excited to tell you about my new project. Something that you listen to. That one was really subtle too. The final video, I'm not proud of this video, surprisingly did really well. I did not think anybody was gonna watch that. But a lot of you said that it actually really helped you and inspired you. At 2 minutes 15 seconds, and this was totally by accident, the entire idea for that video slowly morphed into pretty much exactly what my podcast is about, and the first episode of the podcast in particular. At 2 minutes and 50 seconds, I even quote Thomas Jefferson. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask, act. Action will delineate and define you. That quote really inspired the entire first episode of the podcast that is going to release on Monday, which is a story about me getting over my fear of failure and perfectionist standards not met, and just starting something I've wanted to do for years now. I produced all the music and pieced together all the sound design and the Foley, and so everything that you hear on that podcast is 100% me. And that was a huge, uncomfortable undertaking, but it was so much fun, and I'm really proud of it. So what is the name of the podcast? So in the first clue, the highlighted words if then is actually the name of the podcast. The If Then Podcast. But why? What's that name mean? Well, if you've done any amount of computer programming, you would know about if-then statements. For every possibility in if, there is an action, a then. I realized while I was learning computer programming that if-then statements are pretty much exactly how our brains work. For instance, if I want to play piano, then I need to learn to read music. Sitting down and coding that particular if-then statement in my mind could take years of dedication. But when I do sit down and create that new then statement for the complicated if, it feels amazing. The podcast's purpose is to motivate and inspire not just you, but me as well, to get uncomfortable and write this new neurological code, these if-then statements, so that we can live a more fulfilled, purposeful life. Monday, May 2nd is the first episode of the If Then podcast. I'm gonna release the first episode on YouTube on Monday, and from there I'll direct where you can go to listen to the podcast, which will be on Apple Podcasts, the podcast app, Spotify, and hopefully it'll be on Google pretty soon. They're still like looking for my RSS feed. As far as I know, maybe they figured it out now. But really, comment down below and tell me how many of these clues you picked up on throughout the past month. I'll see you Monday. I really hope that you enjoy the podcast.